Yes, the Nigerian music industry has recorded landmark successes over the years, but not without its own fair share of spiteful relationship between its musicians. Whether it's a battle of supremacy or superiority over wealth and riches, quality of music, or other factors, there's always going to be spite among two or more music artists. It's just the way it is. While some of the beefs on this list have now not been squashed, we can't help but look back and reflect on them. Let's take a look at 5 unforgettable Nigerian music industry feuds. This is Daily Top 5.
3, 2, 1,
Number 1 on our list, Burna Boy versus AKA. Yes, there have been different theories about how this beef started, but the popular and most recent one came during the 2019 xenophobic attacks in South Africa. Long and short of the story is this. After AKA was called out by YC for putting up series of tweets about rivalry among Nigerians and South Africans, Burna Boy threatened to beat AKA up whenever they met. He also said he would boycott South Africa because his fellow Nigerians were being treated badly. He then told AKA to beef up his own security. Security,
creativity.
I mean, they worked together before.
Yes,
they have a song together.
Like the Rands and the Nairos, you know. So this thing was a mess, Sha. It was a mess because Burna Boy also got heck. So even though he was defending his country essentially, he also got heck for the fact that you can't go. Yeah, you can't go up. I'm saying, I swear on so's grave that don't let me see you, my guy. Don't cross me. So you know, it was a very messy one. But I think eventually, I don't think they're not cool now. Yeah, it's not. But I think eventually, like they've just found a way to everybody just move on and day your day, make I day my day.
Yes. Day something.
But I don't think South Africa has forgiven Burna Boy because Jazzy recently coming out to call him out that he asked them to take down her remix with some Stormzy.
I don't think Nigerians have forgiven AKA too.
And I don't think Nigerians have forgiven AKA. In fact, the other day, I think it was yesterday, I was listening to radio and then Kayla was going to introduce Burna Boy's song and AKA song rather, and she was like, we still ain't cool with this guy, but take it, enjoy it.
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah. From friends, people that used to be friends before.
Yeah, because I know that Burna really liked him at some point. Crazy, yeah, it's just interesting. All right, guys, moving on to the next. MI versus Vector. If you know what I mean. These two rappers have never really been seen as allies rather, in the music industry. They've never done a song together, and according to MI, Vector started dissing him because he didn't feature on his song after Vector asked. Now, the song in question is King Kong, which was released in 2014. Well, they both went on to trade words on social media and recorded these tracks last year. It was still last year. Twitter went mad. I remember that weekend. Whose one do you prefer? Guys.
Twitter went mad. Like MI team Vector, and then Vector went into his DM to pull out stuff. Yeah, messages that MI had sent him, and then MI had deleted them. Apparently, like it was just such a mess.
And people picked the winner that okay, this one won this battle.
I still feel like on my own timeline, it was still very like versus. Yeah. The people that were in support of MI were saying MI was their winner. The people that were in support of Vector.
But I think what really won during all of this beef between Vector and MI is the
Nigerian rap scene.
Like, because Nigerian rap industry up.
Because there was a guy that was willing to even put down money. Like, okay, you know what? Let's take this to the streets or get somewhere, get a venue. You bust your rap. Let's see who will eventually win.
And that would have done a lot for the rap industry.
Yeah, I don't know. Tomorrow and say that was why they did it, that they went on this beef because they wanted to revive.
I don't think so. This is not PR stunt.
Right, number 3.
I mean, with Burna Boy and AKA, you can still, I think that there's still chances because they used to be close. They used to be They used to be close. But I still think there's a chance.
No, I still think there's a chance.
This one is another situation that they've not squashed the beef, Abby.
Yes. No, I definitely think that again, it was just a case of, look, we're done doing this. Let's just.
Dear MI and Vector, I do not think you people really need to record a song together.
Right. I don't think you do either. Yeah. All right. Next on our list, another epic and unforgettable feud. Yes. Peter versus Paul. Peter versus Paul Psquare, two of Nigeria's biggest music exports, Peter and Paul Okoye, aka Psquare, ex-Psquare, reignited their lasting family feud early in the year 2016. Drama started when Peter, who is the most outspoken of the duo, called out his elder brother and manager Jude on Twitter over alleged poor managerial skills, especially in the last 4 years. Now, after a series of tweets and altercations, Peter fired Jude on Twitter. However, this decision didn't go down too well with Paul, that's Rude Boy, who seemed to have taken sides with Jude, at least seems. And this led to the breakup of the duo. Peter once confirmed the sad development, saying, Psquare is no more. I have nothing against my brothers. This is probably the hardest one for us to handle because as I said, two of Nigeria's biggest music exports, these guys in Africa, like Psquare holds it down till today. So it's just so sad that, you know, drama, like personal drama could come in between and you know, mess up the music. But it's all good. They've gone their separate ways musically. And
But this is still a group that I feel will still
come back. I feel like that. I mean,
if the money is right.
God is sicker than water.
If the money is right,
I agree.
we'll just drop a project for us and just do a few concerts.
But do you think people would love it?
One I love, I'm dying.
I'm waiting. All right, this next one, 2Baba versus Blackface. Yes, since the decade-long split of Plantation Boys, there have been several messy accusations. Right after their split, Blackface accused 2Baba of betrayal and theft, claiming that 2Baba's solo breakthrough hit, African Queen, was a property of Plantation Boys. Whiteface eventually let go of his sentiments and patched things up with 2Baba. Blackface has continued to be frenemies with him. In 2019, Blackface released a new single titled War, which was a diss song targeted at 2Baba. The matter eventually got to court later in the year 2019, and the former bandmates decided to settle out of court. Hopefully, the beef is over.
Hopefully,
Blackface
because
won't say anything again.
Somebody said Blackface will go on exile, then come back again and still drag 2Baba.
So let's throw it back a bit and check this out. So take a look.
I want to take shot at him and they say, is he taking shot at 2Face? No, if I want to take shot at him, I'm going to call him straight up. If Feuds Gay added his name to Let Somebody Love You, that's my song. So why would 2Face go and sing Let Somebody Love You without calling me? We're in court in regards to the legal.
What is the deal?
You know, say some things they pain, but you know go fit.
You don't leave out.
No, you get one song where I talk, say, I know fit to explain your own problem because me, I get my own problem.
Yeah.
You understand? I know if you start to explain your problem because me and them, my corner just they maintain my problem.
Yeah.
You know, so now only Blackface explain the problem we get with me.
Bam.
I think we're definitely one of the stations that really heard this beef well.
Yes.
Because Blackface will come and then 2Baba came and we're like, what happened? Ah man, it was such a mess. And we're just glad that they were able to say, you know what, let's just sort this out legally.
There was a warlord from the South that got all of them, said, okay, let's settle, okay, we are good.
Yes,
then all of a sudden,
correct.
Blackface come out again like,
That's what I said. Now that somebody said Blackface will go on exile, then we remember and come back and see drag 2Baba.
Hopefully it doesn't come back
But
again.
I'm hoping
Hopefully,
this is the
fingers
last
crossed.
one.
We hope not. All right, this one, the legendary Don Jazzy versus Lamide. This epic rivalry between the label owners of YBNL and Maven Records is one we can never, ever, ever forget. Trouble began when Maven Records artist Ricardo Banks was announced winner of the 2016 Headies Next Rated Award. For some reasons, this didn't seem to go down well with YBNL boss Lamide. When he came up on stage with his crew and Adekunle Gold at the time, he made some unprintable statements. Later, Don Jazzy also went on stage and made his own comments, referring directly to Olamide this time, saying, Mr. Olamide, if you want the car, come and collect it. This later prompted Olamide to declare war on Don Jazzy on Twitter. He said, Don't come to the mainland. In conclusion, the beef gave rise to the hashtags like Leave Trash for Loma and Don't Come to Mainland. And guys,
all right, so let's throw it back a bit, guys. Check this out.
No, Adekunle Gold, let's be honest, this award belongs to Lil Kesh because Lil Kesh is our next rated artist. Street to take over. Every single was a hit, back to back. From lyrically to Shocky to FS Joku.
Egbon Olamide, if you want the car, come and collect it. God bless you.
There are a few things to analyze here. First of all, they dragged DJ into this thing. Now, see this one jumping up and down. Then the fact that Janta Manta went immediately after, oh man. Then the fact that the hall was getting, like it got empty.
After there was any Duro. I'm like,
yes. And then the hall got empty.
Shout out to Ip TV and of course they had this for that particular clip.
For that clip, yeah.
This was just a messy
And the
beef.
contrast in the deliveries of their speech.
honestly.
One was street.
One drop mic.
One was mainland behavior. One was island behavior.
But guys.
And then it continued on Twitter. Like, man, this was epic.
And I mean, you would think that at the time, Don Jazzy was very generous on Twitter. He used to do giveaways. I mean, I'm sure he thought people loved it.
People changed it too.
People changed it for him. Like, 80% of people were on Olamide's side.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, guys, people calm down.
But it's good to know that these two people were cool. So this is one of those beef that they squashed after everything.
Well,
Yep.
Olamide, Don Jazzy came to the mainland though.
No, they
Our show last year.
They squashed it already.
He came on our show, he came to the mainland, but they're all good now.
Yeah, I mean, after that time, Olamide did a song with Tiwa Savage.
Yeah,
exactly.
We figured that
it's all
everything's
good
cool
now.
now.
So it's all love.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's all we can take on today's Top 5. And of course, on the first half of the show, yes, this is where it ends, guys. But the second half would kick off shortly. And that's where we'll bring you this week's countdown of the top 10 buzzer songs. So don't go anywhere if you know what's good for you, okay? Stay on the mainland, stay on the island, stay tuned.
Stay with your TV.
Yeah.
All links.